There you go.
All right. Welcome to Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon in Virginia. And welcome to the
Wow,
Guitar Gear Lock.
wonderful.
And today is live show 61, believe it or not.
Correct. So
Yep.
right up front, we always forget to do this. Like and
Yep.
subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep.
Um, and if you're going to come in the comments and figure out what we're talking about, we're going to talk about guitars and guitar stuff. Every week we have somebody in there like, what are y'all talking about? It's guitars. I put it right in the title. So guitars and gear. So I know we have looks like we have one right now. Do you want to wait till it builds a little bit before we get into our topics? Because we have a
Uh,
couple, or do you want to go? I mean, we can go right into it.
yeah.
It's been,
Whatever.
I noticed it's been so I get a lot of people talking about gear, and we talk about this a lot. It's like, they're trying to sell stuff, trying to offload stuff, and like the used market is so soft out there. But man, if you're buying, now's a really good time to buy guitars.
Absolutely.
So, we already have a couple comments. Redboards was here. He said his favorite show. Thank you for joining us every week. And John Veruca. The
John,
birds are up.
they're definitely up, John. Yes.
The birds are up. So, yeah. So, did you order your guitar yet? Your Schenker?
My what guitar?
Your
Oh,
micro Schenker?
I wish.
Isn't that funny? We talked the whole time, like for 15 minutes while we're waiting to do this, and I can always catch you off guard with something.
Well, the funny thing is, it was at the on our last show last week that during the show, I got a text from Jeremy
Yeah.
Sussville,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Here it is," and it was what we're about to talk about. So
Yeah.
the Michael Schenker copy of his original 71 Medallion V, which anybody who is a Michael Schenker fan like myself, UFO fan, know that that guitar is the guitar that recorded the first few UFO records. And I don't know. I'm not sure if it was on the first Schenker solo record or not, but yeah, it's one of the most, maybe the most iconic flying V there
Yeah.
is. And if anybody knows the story, that is how Michael Schenker, because Michael Schenker originally played a Les Paul. So when he was in the Scorpions or early on, and his older brother Rudolph it was his Rudolph was playing a V, and he had another backup V. So
Yeah.
I think Michael broke a string, and he reached and grabbed his brother's V, and then fell in love with it. His brother sold him the V, and obviously he discovered that the V has a whole unique tone to itself, and the playability and the vibrato that he used to bend the V and get that, classic Schenker vibrato.
Right.
But long story short, so Gibson did 50 pieces, I believe, right, Roger? I think it's 50 pieces.
Yeah.
Of
Well,
that.
his original one you can find on Reverb for what, about 25 grand? Not the original one, but original, first run way back
Oh,
when.
the first one, yeah. And
Yeah, yeah.
obviously Kirk Hammett owns his original
Right.
V.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
wasn't talking
obviously where
about that
Gibson
one.
got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because do we know when that was done? That first run, the Schenker V is probably.
No, but I saw a couple one. I'm gonna share this up. Well, I can look for that if you want. Hold on a second. It popped up when I was putting it up here. Michael Schenker.
But
This
yeah,
is
I mean, it looks like your classic 70s style V, but
this looks like a 71. Well, no, 71 is when the original was.
yeah.
I'm trying to look. I'll throw it up here in a second. I'm just trying to. Well, maybe if I throw it up, we'll see it. Hold on. Let me share the screen. So this isn't the one that is. Well, it is for sale, but it's not the one we're talking about. This one right here, $24,999. It's at Empire Music.
Huh.
So let's see if we can find
What the year is on that. Yeah.
oh 20. No, this is a new one.
Oh, well, what they're doing
Get
is
out of here.
probably all the music stores bought those 50 guitars and they're selling them for more money now.
Oh, get
So
out of here. You know what? I saw that and I thought it was yeah, well, we have
that's exactly what they did. They bought up those guitars and now they're charging even more.
yeah, I
Yep.
thought that was like the original. Yeah, that didn't good
Yeah,
grief.
that's it. That's one of them. Then one of the
Wow.
and you know, if I'm not mistaken, they originally were 17,000. That isn't that right?
17, then they
So now
marked them down
they're
to
jacking them up to
16.
4 on that.
Yeah.
There's an example right there of one of those
Well,
ones.
isn't that weird that they hold on, I'm trying to share the one up that we're talking about. You know,
Yeah,
that's weird because you can see if you look at it, you know, even on Gibson's site, it's 17 discounted to 16. That looks like they're sold out. So there's your
yeah.
16 right there. If you look
Mhm.
at it on other sites, on their site originally, it was 17.99 marked down to 16.99. It looks like all the music stores gobbled them up and marked them up $10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I would do it too.
Now, what do you think? Do you think they're gonna make those, like, the 50 custom shop versions that they made, and then
Yeah,
I'm assuming they're gonna do a production run. What do you think?
I think so. I
Yeah.
I think you'll see this one. I mean, I don't know anything from anything. This is just my opinion on, you know, things I've seen in the past. So I think that they'll do like Greenie, they'll do the next scale down, which will
Mhm.
be, you know, it's still thousands of dollars, you know, 2,500,
Mhm.
3,000, and then you're gonna have a more affordable version that's gonna be like that plasticky finish like they did with Greenie, you know?
Like
Mm.
Epiphone.
Yeah, sorry about that, let me turn
Yeah,
off my phone.
yeah. So let me ask you a question, Roger.
Uh-huh.
Is there any guitar that you would spend $17,000 on?
No,
Yeah,
no, none,
yeah,
none.
yeah. I don't
I
think
don't know. I mean, we know that I've been to 4 land before, you know,
yeah,
4,000 on a
yeah.
guitar.
Alright, that's I could I think I can go for. I mean, here's the thing, you could get a custom shop guitar
Mhm.
to make that guitar right there for a lot less,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
I just I don't know that there's anything special about this. I
Yeah.
don't know that there's anything $17,000 worth of anything in this guitar.
Well, you know, it's
Or
the
yeah,
selling point is it's probably the most classic flying V there is right there, most iconic and,
yeah.
um, so, you know, I guess
Well, let
that's
me
just
ask you, I mean, is there any guitar you would pay that for?
no, not
Yeah.
17,000.
Yeah, I think I'd buy a portion of a decent car.
Yeah, yeah.
Something that would yeah, I don't this is like
Maybe
rich people
maybe
stuff
if I
too.
had the money, if it was the original one that Kirk Hammett has, the original V,
Yeah,
Michael Schenker V, and if I had Kirk Hammett's money,
uh-huh.
I would buy it for 17,000, I'd buy the original Michael Schenker guitar. I would.
Yeah, but, well, so if I had Kirk Hammett's
That's a real
money
piece of history right there, you
yeah,
know?
I would do that. I
Yeah,
mean, if I had Kirk Hammett's money, I'd buy 5 $17,000
yeah,
guitars. I just wouldn't care.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't, and I it just isn't worth it to me.
yeah.
So,
But that shape right there, like, with that headstock, for me, that's, like, you know, my favorite, Gibson
yeah.
flying V
So,
shape is that
w
those specs right there.
what's the story behind the flip-flop paint on it? You know, the
I'm
black,
not
white.
sure what the deal was. I don't know if Michael Schenker came up with that. I'm assuming he did or his brother.
Yeah,
Because the guitar did not look like that originally. It's originally was the cherry reddish finish, and then he had it painted.
yeah.
Um, So that I don't know if anybody in the comments is watching that can answer that question if Rudolph came up with that idea first or Michael.
Yeah.
Not sure with
Well, I
the
think that's kind of the cool thing about that era of guitars is, people didn't have any problems at all about just like stripping it and painting it or painting right, sand
Mhm.
it down, paint it,
Yeah,
and then it became something, like Eddie Van Halen, Schenker, all that.
yeah,
It
yeah.
list goes on.
I mean, because
So
those were the days where there wasn't custom shop, you know? I mean, I think maybe Fender did in the '60s or maybe late '50s, you could order custom colors maybe.
yeah,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Fender offered something like that. But you couldn't, like, get, certain specs of a bridge or pickup or whatnot,
right,
you know, with the guitarist. So those were the days when, even, it's like painting your guitar like if you can remember back Jimmy Page, his original Telecaster that he played on the first Zeppelin record, he painted that some
oh
kind
yeah,
of stuff, and also Eric Clapton's if anybody remembers Eric Clapton's
yeah,
SG from the '60s during the Cream era, he
yeah,
had
George
painted,
Harrison,
yeah, yeah, George Harrison as well, yeah.
yeah, with like the foil and all that kind of stuff. Let's
Yeah,
see,
I'm aware of the Gilmore guitar, 14 million. Yeah.
yeah, with I mean that's money right there. Jeez. I don't get. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's a
Did a
piece of
museum
history,
buy
but
that or what, for 14,000,000? I mean, yeah, it's David Gilmour's famous Strat, but it's like 14,000,000? Come on, crazy. I mean, we me and Roger have discussed this about the vintage guitar market. I don't think we've ever discussed it on the show, but, I maybe a few months back, we were talking about on the phone where, you could buy all this stuff now, but it may not be worth in 10 years from now, who knows how the market's gonna be, It's like,
right,
like if
right.
you're gonna buy something, what is it worth to you? Does it mean something to you, or are you just buying it as a collector and think you can flip it and make a profit off of it, down the line? Because
I
we
think
don't know how that's gonna go,
that's a good. I want to get the shred wars, and then I want to come back. That's a good discussion. I'm curious to see what they think. So, Shred Ward says a friend of his makes custom guitars. Just finished his build. It's rad. Only the second guitar he's ever made. Shout out to Earthcraft Custom Instruments. Hey, if you
Nice.
throw his link in the comments, I'll throw it up when I post this.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks. He's hitting the
Alright,
road. Thanks for dropping by. So, that's I think that's an interesting topic. Let me pull that down. So, I mean, what do we think about investing in guitars as an investment?
yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I mean, for me, it's not about an investment, it's about a tool. It's a tool
Yeah,
for me, so it means something completely different. If I'm gonna spend money, I'm gonna spend money into something that an instrument that connects with me, that
yeah,
I can express myself properly, if that makes
right.
any sense. Um, so for me, it's like, yeah, I think there's 2 there's people that just buy, like, collectors that buy things for, y you know, and then there's players that
Yeah,
it's used as a tool, if that makes any sense. Like for
yeah.
me, um, so
Well, I
yeah,
think anytime you buy anything, guitars, classic cars, way back in the day, Beanie Babies, whatever, enter the thing here. Whenever you try to preserve wealth by buying a thing with it, I mean, yeah. So, you get we're in some crazy times right now. Like if if you have shortages, that guitar probably isn't going to buy you a lot of food. There's other things that I guess my
absolutely.
point is like there are other things you can invest your money in that are more sound than a guitar. I think
Yeah,
unless you have stupid money.
yeah,
I mean, if you have stupid money, then I mean, who cares? Buy what you want. But it's like if you're like regular people and you're trying to preserve your wealth, probably investing guitars
Hey,
isn't.
And also you think about these guitars that, have skyrocketed in price, like especially vintage guitars. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that's a better playing instrument either, because they
right.
didn't make guitars like that back then. They were on a production line,
Yeah.
and those were just standard series instruments, and yeah,
Do
but
you think 50 years from now, somebody's gonna go like, "Man, I wish I had a 2026 Gibson Les Paul Standard, like the holy
maybe,
grail."
oh, may- maybe 2026 is the magical year, for guitar.
Maybe, maybe.
But I do think, and we've had this discussion many times, I think um, the best guitars are being made now. I think guitar building is just
Mhm.
really it's just unbelievable
Yeah,
craftsmanship, these days.
yeah.
Um, so,
You
you know,
know, Cheech, I see your comment laying down there, and we're gonna come back to that. That's kind of funny.
oh,
Sometimes I think he
yeah,
reads our mind. Isn't that interesting?
well, yeah, that's interesting. He brought that up.
Well, you know what? Let's just skip ahead. We'll
Yeah,
go
no,
there.
why
I
not?
mean, that's
Screw it.
and I think, let me find out where I had it. Um, all right. Yeah, I mean, since he brought it up, we aim to please. I mean, Alex didn't buy a Gretsch yet,
Not yet.
but, he just kinda noticed that these are kinda less polish, huh?
Yeah,
This is
7.99.
yeah, let me accept their thing here. So, yeah, and, you know what? I wish I thought this was going to be all of the guitars that they just released, but the Electromatic Premier Jet by Gretsch.
Mhm.
So, affordable line, that's probably what, an Epiphone Les Paul-ish kinda
Yeah,
guitar?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not bad.
wonder where they're made. I mean, I've never played like a lower level Gretsch. I've only played I played the Japanese and the American ones, which were just
Uh-huh.
stout guitars. So I'm curious. I wonder where that's made.
Right. Well, it's funny because, Chief probably doesn't realize that you like Gretsch a lot.
I love them. Yeah, I love Gretsch.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, when I think of Gretsch, I think of more like the, traditional one.
Yeah, I played. I think it was a Gretsch Nashville. I'm
Uh-huh.
pretty sure, and that was just one of the best sounding guitars I've ever played, and the neck was just amazing on it, just beautiful.
Right. Oh, he said, "I'll look it up." I mean, if it's just Earthcraft, I'm looking over the comments right now.
Well,
If it's just
have
Earthcraft.
they have a different version with that same shape,
Uh-huh.
which now I don't is that hollow body or is that
No, I don't think it is. So it's chambered mahogany.
yeah.
It's bound. That's cool. Sculpted for forearm. So 10 to 14 compound radius, 22 frets. GravTech, new bone. So not
Mhm.
bad. That's some
Yeah,
cool stuff. Locking tuners.
yeah,
I gotta tell you, man, that's not bad. That's a lot of stuff for 7.99,
yeah.
I think.
I wonder if they're trying to, break into the maybe hard rock kind of,
Yeah,
like,
probably.
cr
And I
uh,
think they had other ones. Unfortunately, if I move off this, you all let's see, new products. Let's see if it did. There we
oh,
go. And see, this is kind of what I'm like when I think of Gretsch, I'm thinking of
yeah,
that.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
S
Yeah,
mhm,
not bad. I look over here. That's single pickup, probably trying to be a little metally.
mhm,
Yeah,
and there's
not bad.
different versions of the
All
Jet.
blue.
One humbucker?
Yeah.
Mm.
This one, I don't know why every time I look, I got ready to say this isn't bad. This one right here, but then I'm realizing like I hate white guitars. Why do I keep gravitating to white guitars? Jeez. We'll talk more about white guitars here in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about their headstock. This one here. Um,
I like this one to the right there.
right
Yeah.
here? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
That's not a bad. So that's kinda like the old meets the new, like what you would think a Gretsch looks like, and then kinda like their new, like, less polish.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had some beautiful Gretches in here too. I've had a Falcon in here. I've had a couple Falcons.
Oh, Falcon, nice.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. This is pretty nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So there you ask and we deliver.
Yeah.
Gretsch.
Mhm.
Yeah, the new Gretsch line looks pretty
Now, who
cool.
owns Gretsch now? Some big company does, it
No, you
seems.
got me on that. I don't follow Gretsch at
Yeah,
all.
somebody else, I bought them up.
Oh, here's
Maybe Fender,
cheap
maybe
shots.
Fender.
All right, here, this is for you, Alex. Would you get an older Gretsch or a newer? Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Oh, I don't know, it depends.
But
If
would it be more of the older style with like the
oh, I mean, if that's yeah, I would say so, yeah,
really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So you would be like Stray Cats kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I love that. What that or more that jet. I like the jet style body too, the smaller, kind of less
Yeah.
polished vibe.
Yeah.
But I like the Falcon. And I mean, I'm a big Billy Duffy fan of the Cult, so
Yeah.
he's the guy that I think kind of spearheaded Gretsch back into modern guitar playing. Probably in the '80s.
Uh-huh.
So and obviously, what's his name from Brian Setzer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gretches.
Right. I forgot
Amazing
to
people.
pull one thing we were going to talk about. I forgot to pull up. Oh, let's see. So I guess if anybody read that, I don't know if anybody reads the titles of these things when they come on, but the, so they marked it down finally. Those dogs. So I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a second. And I'm sorry if you have to keep looking at my ear. I have to look over there to see what you all are saying. So I've had a lot of Jacksons in through the shop over the years. And I had the Rhodes Jackson with a Floyd on it, and I've gotten rid of that. So I play Jacksons. I'm aware of Jacksons, but it seems like maybe I never had a good Jackson in here, like a higher end.
Mhm.
So one caught my eye, white guitar. So one caught my eye, and we'll talk about it here in a second. And I played it, and I was like, "Holy cow!" Well, you do know I know Charvel Jackson, the Model 6s and those. I've always loved those and gravitated towards those. So I saw that I didn't realize they were having a sale, but now I see they finally have it marked down. The Soloist, the American, which is, I'm going to share it up on a screen. Share screen. Here we go. This guy right here.
Mhm.
So, an interesting story too. So I'll tell the story in a minute. So it doesn't, if you watch any videos on this, I think Anderton's, one of those, said that it had, a German Floyd on it, and it looks a lot like one, but it's the 1500. But it looks, I mean, it's like I said, I usually take all the stuff out of it, put a new block on it anyways. But the guitar just has a feel to it and a tightness to it. I played it a lot last night and the night before. So, I started looking at it. My problem was I had, from the Goofy Martin I talked about ad nauseum, I had $300 in Guitar Center cash from that. So I didn't know what else to buy. So of course, it's like, well, I'll just buy a guitar. It's even $300. And
Mhm.
at that time they had them at 23.49. So, you know how it goes. So if you pop something in your cart, they're gonna call you. So they called me, Guitar Center Online called me and had it listed at 23.49, and we have all kinds of sales going on right now, blah blah blah. So I said, all right, well, I'm kind of looking at this. I figure you can see in my cart anyways. Um, Truth be told, I stuck it in my cart to see if somebody would call because usually they'll call with some kind of offer at least. He goes, "Oh, I don't know. I can do 10% off." You can clearly now this wasn't marked down the other day when I bought it. It's clearly marked down to 1762, and that's because the guitar has been discontinued. So what's hanging in the store is all you have. There's none in the warehouse anywhere. Most stores don't even have it anymore, but you can find them out there. So that's what it's marked down to, which I think is a good deal. Now, I had some issues that well, I had $300 in Guitar Center cash, which makes it a better deal. And,
Yeah.
uh, and then, we had a little snafu that happened, which, made it even a better deal. So great guitar. I don't know how I I think you were kind of surprised how surprised I was about this being good. Like, I never dreamt it would play that good. So,
Yeah, well, I think, you just don't have the experience with the USA and Japanese guitars that they make.
yeah,
But, to go back a few decades, I mean, besides first seeing the Gibson Flying V, my first obsession with guitars were Jacksons and Charvels, and that
yeah,
was always like the holy grail of guitar making back in the early 80s.
right.
And, still those guitars are like unmatched if you get one of the early 80 ones. And,
Yeah,
but yeah, but I've been curious about the American series because I know they're like, because the original Charvels, the Jacksons were all, completely handmade. They
yeah,
weren't on a production line or anything like that. So when you ordered a guitar, you just, they were built pretty much to your specs or whatnot.
right, right.
So these guitars are production line. I guess it's like it's kind of like an American Fender American Standard
Uh-huh.
series guitar, I guess, right?
Yeah,
On par with that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm curious about these American series ones. I guess it's been a couple of years since they've been out.
Yeah, it's weird. So it always what, I sometimes I can't figure out how to describe something with guitars, like, what feels different about it. Like I always say, like, when I play a PRS, it feels like there's a tightness to it, like, it feels a little tighter, like, put together, the strings are feeling is different.
Quality, quality.
Same with yeah, my custom shop, Strat feels the same way. When I picked this up, like, this had a feeling to it to where I thought the strings were 10s at first. Like,
Mm,
they just felt like the resistance just felt that much, and then I measured them with a caliper, I was like, "These are 9s, I can't believe it." It just man, it just has such a good feel in it. I tell so it I probably shouldn't have done this, but I go up to my wife, I was like, "God, that guitar is so good. I'd like to just buy another one, put active pickups in it, and sell everything except for one Strat and one Les Paul, and just
mhm,
have two guitars to play because it was so much fun.
yeah.
Let's see. What changed? Was it because it felt better? Okay, so this is the kicker. Other than adjusting the truss rod, I haven't because I have some work so that it has some cosmetic issues with it. It has a small cosmetic issue because I mean, they've been hanging on the wall since 2023, 2024. When you're buying them new, they've been in the stores for a while now. So it looks like somebody missed the output jack, but it's just a small blemish. But and I looked at the frets. It does have a couple high frets, so I haven't even like I've just been playing it. I had, as it is, I adjusted to truss rod, and it's been playing great even without like a true setup.
Mm,
So, now I mean, the 6th string, top string, whatever you wanna call it, some people call it top, we'll call it 6th. Um, so that one, I mean, if you play it hard enough, it's a little buzzy because the fret that's high is 2nd to last fret, so but that's on most guitars nowadays, but
Now, how do you compare the bridge? I believe the bridge is a 1500 series, so it's not a German Floyd. So how do you compare it to German Floyd?
So it to me, I mean, all I can do, and I'll tell you why. So all I can do is go by looks now. It looks a lot, the base plate and all that looks to me a little different. Like it's made with better quality parts, like stainless steel and all that kind of stuff over the 1000. The reason I can't tell you about the operability of it is, it came in with the wrong, trem bar, which should it may be in the mail today or tomorrow, so, I've been just playing it like a fixed bridge. Like
Yeah,
there's no whammy bar on it, so I can't tell you if it's gonna stay in tune once I dive bomb it or whatever, or once I even touch the bar, so I'll know then. But yeah, it's like I said, I mean, these are things to be expected. It's been hanging on a wall for a couple of years. People have been playing it here and there, but it's in
yeah,
really good shape. And it was new. But I would definitely call this a blem. Hopefully it won't be after I get done with it. But yeah, so it needs a setup and a fret level, but I think it's playing great without it, which is something.
yeah.
It just has a different feeling to it. I like it a lot.
Mhm.
So, and I didn't say that about the Reverend, right? So if I had to like do bookends, I would say this may be one of the nicest guitars I played.
Oh, wow.
Reverend was one of the worst. I
Yeah,
didn't like that Reverend at all.
yeah,
Yeah, you'll see. You're coming over this week, so
yeah,
you'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Just yeah, I'm really happy with it. I don't know. The colors, I like the color, so some of the things I wanna do to it, I told you about it. I tried to take the black, fine tuners out and go with the gold FU tones because they look more nostalgic to me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put inserts in it, of course, in a titanium block.
Is that
So,
an ebony board or a rosewood board
it's
on
ebony.
the ebony?
Ebony, it doesn't have stainless steel frets on it, but, they're jumbo frets. So it
Mhm.
plays good. I don't know why they don't do like, it reminds me a lot of a Model 6, except for it doesn't have the 3 switches and the mid boost and all that kinda stuff. So and the active pickups, but it plays really close. It sounds good. The pickups are good. I'm happy with them. So, yeah, so that was my revelation, and, not a bad deal at that, and, I mean, well, I was gonna say if you get a 15% off, but they won't do that on things that are for sale, but or
Mhm.
on sale. So, yeah, I mean, with me, it seems like when I buy anything, there's a little snafu, but they made it right. Wasn't particularly happy with the goofball that online that I dealt with. I thought I thought that was a little shady to try to give me 10% off of full price when they were marked down, for closeout. But that I think I have it. Let me shut this down. I think I've had it kind of opposite to where I always thought like you can do this on Reverb. You throw it in your cart, you usually get offers and all that kind of stuff. Well, I thought Guitar Center was kind of the same way, and the
Mhm.
online people could, call and they would wheel and deal more because there's less labor involved and all that. But I'm telling you, my last couple purchases, when I've dealt with the online people at Guitar Center in particular, not, I mean, I'm Sweetwater's been great to deal with. My salesman's always great with me, but Guitar Center in particular, when I've dealt, and I won't say his name, I know his name, but he was so bad this last time. And he followed it with an email. I told him on the phone and in the email to never contact me again.
Right.
That's how I felt about that interaction.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then he sent another smart ass, okay, I'll take you off my, which he
Uh,
didn't need to do, but he did it to be a smart ass. And
yeah,
if he
yeah.
ever says anything, I'll blow his name out on the internet too. So, yeah, he acted like a punk. I was not happy about it, but happy with the guitar. Our
Mhm.
local, our manager here takes good care of us. He takes pride in what he does. It had a couple issues. We made him right. I'm happy with it. Um, so yeah, good to go. And I
Yeah.
feel like a jackass that I work on guitars all day, every day, and didn't know how good some of these jacks is. Now, I knew the older ones were good, don't get me wrong. Charvel
Mhm.
jacks and all those, like, fully aware of that, but
Yeah.
most of them play well, but not like this. Not like they stand out in your head.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, that was my whole long. If Roger had Kirk money, he'd buy a Gibson and bring it back this way. And I don't know if I had that kind of money. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Here's my thing. You know me. Like with money, you only need what you need.
Yeah,
Like, as long as you can make your bills and have a little bit of fun, like all that money, it probably comes along with a lot of BS,
sure. Yeah.
So I'm good being me and what I have. I mean, would I like to have stupid money? Sure. I'm not gonna turn it down. What about you?
I mean, there's always room for more things, but I'm pretty happy. Like if I had just had the guitars that I have now, I'm perfectly happy. You know.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, aside from guitars, I realized one thing. I mean, most people know I'm a retired firefighter. So I realized one thing, like I spent my whole career working to like just get all this shit, like stuff. And you get all this stuff, like I've had the Harleys, I've had the hot rods, I've had all that kind of stuff. And then I think my first year after I retired, other than working on guitars, I spent a lot of time giving stuff away, selling stuff, and throwing shit away that I just didn't need. And I still to this day,
Sure.
my trash man's probably wondering, like, what the hell is going on with this guy? You just find out, like, you just accumulate all the stuff you don't need.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's coming from an old guy. So where are we going now? The next, I know I'm a big fan of this one. You know that. Let me pop it up on the screen. These guys, the Kiesel Kyber Headless Run. I know you don't like headless guitars. So, I mean, headless guitars, are they metal guitars? Can they be metal guitars?
I would say no. I don't see anything metal about them. I had
Okay.
listened.
But
Yeah.
is the metal community receptive to maybe not brightly colored headless guitars, but
You
are
know,
they welcoming to them?
it seems like if I see a guy in a metal band that's playing one of those guitars, it's usually like more like the proggy kind of metal guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been a fan. You know,
Yeah.
I just think it looks retarded.
Tell us. Don't cut any corners. Tell us how you really think.
I've never been a fan of the way they look, at all. I'm sure
Yeah.
great instruments, just for
Uh-huh.
me, you know, it's it's like the main thing with the guitar is how it feels and how it sounds and plays. But also the look of a guitar inspires you to pick up the instrument, I think, to play it as well. So that's also important as well. If you know,
What
if
about this guy?
yeah, I would pass on that one.
Really? Okay, so I actually really do like those. All right, let's find one. Let's see if they have one that you like. Oh, here, right here. Right?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Oh, damn.
I don't like that headstock. That definitely don't like.
Well, I think as you
That's
can
like the
see, they
car that's
definitely don't have a
looks like the carbon headstock, right? Kind of
this one
like
here?
the black one that you just showed. Yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I mean, to me, it just looks like a pointy headstock.
yeah.
But I mean, I think all of his they're all different and then they disappear.
Yeah.
Like this is even a different headstock right here.
Yeah,
That reminds me of a Schecter.
kind of. Yeah,
Yeah, just a little bit.
yeah.
So nothing so far. Oh, here you
No,
go, right there. That would be you. I mean, the interesting thing about this is like you can see this company builds pretty much anything. Uh-oh, here we go. Well, wait a minute. What if it was a star shape or a V without a headstock? Does that change it for you?
no.
What
No.
if it was a star-shaped or V guitar and somebody put a cardboard cutout of a headstock on it?
No.
Still no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
It's
All
it's
right,
like,
this guy.
yeah, that's pretty ugly, actually.
Wow. Man,
Sorry, Kiesel.
I love whoa, wait a minute. What about this guy?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that has too many strings on it. I don't have enough fingers for that. All right. Oh, this Kiesel, I hate when you back up, you have to start over again. How about this guy? The yin yang.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, there you go. You got camo. I'm hooked. Oh, geez, look at this. This is you.
Ah.
You have a lot going on there.
Yeah.
These are actually really well-made guitars. I love
Yeah.
Kiesel
I'm
guitars.
sure they are. Yeah.
But you
The
know,
the Strat one looks like the most normal looking guitar, all the way up top that you pass by. It's
oh,
like a
hold on. Let's go
Stratocaster.
back.
That one right there.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's not bad.
That's like the
All
most
right, wait a
normal.
minute. There's more. This isn't a Kiesel commercial. I just like Kiesels.
Jason Becker. We know that guitar.
Yeah. Oh, I thought there were more. You know the good thing about them, like not to do. Excuse me?
You need a Kiesel though, Roger.
Oh, so here's a good thing about them, and this isn't a Kiesel commercial. This is just because I've done it before. Is you can click this guy right here. Let's see if it'll do it. This is what you need to do. Like you can literally go in here and do whatever you want.
Yeah. Like top woods and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're able to do all
Yep.
that. Oh, that's great.
Neck options. I mean, this is what I've said this before. Like you can go on here and pretty much build your guitar like a master build or a custom shop, whatever. So
Yeah.
well, and you'll see that the let's see, pickup model bridge. What do we have? I thought they'd have, you can get actives put in here, but you can see like the price will change when you add stuff to it. It changes in your cart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could definitely build what you want.
I mean, that guitar right there doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all. But all right, so let's mess with it a little bit. And body options. Finish. Translucent. Solid colors. You want black, right?
No. I mean the wood. Check. What's the olive?
Oh, you like the wood? Oh,
Yeah,
did you say oh, wait a minute. That could be you. Right?
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, that's a little too bright for my taste.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Yeah.
All right. So
How
where
about what's this British Racing Green? Let's see that one.
British Racing Green. I like that actually. You don't?
The green's not bad. It's just the
You don't like the splatters?
yeah, I'm not sure if I'm
Oh, I wonder if that's. Oh, I thought maybe it was because I had that checked. Yeah, but you would just go wood then, right?
yeah, why not?
Walnut, black limba. How
Yeah,
about
let's
that?
try that one.
Oh, but I already have a finish on it. That sucks. How do we? Where was paint? I don't know. I'm not going to keep messing. Oh, wait a minute. Finish right there. We don't want any finish. All right. I'm not going to keep doing it. Everybody's probably bored shitless watching me mess with this. But there you go. You can build your own guitar.
Yeah.
out of
And the
wood.
price points are what, I guess around 2,000 range it starts at, something like that?
You know what? Once you start adding things, if you get into it and have really nice wood, nice fingerboard, nice hardware, active electronics, you're probably gonna be 3,500, 4,000.
Yeah,
But, I mean, you can catch them on reverb. Here's the bad thing about it, like, not a lot of people know about Kiesel, or they know about it, they just don't buy them, and one of the reasons is, like, the resale is horrible on them. So but it's getting better, I think, because
yeah.
people are starting to figure it out. So, let's see, we have no Strat shapes.
Shaitan.
Earthcraft,
Big Earth.
Rich. Yeah, we're gonna have to check them out. They have a website, right? If they have a website, I can look it up and put it in here. I'll put it in the comments, so it'll be searchable.
Earthcraft?
Earthcraft, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You wanna do it now?
Sure, why not? Let's check them out.
I mean, at the rate I'm going, I hope it's easy. All right, so I have Earth Custom. Do they have an actual website? Because all I'm seeing is a Facebook site. Stand by. No, that didn't work.
Earthcraft
It was
Guitars?
Earthcraft Guitars. That's what I searched for. AI says thinking. Quartz. Oh, it's Instagram. Okay, I got it. If it's not logged in on this. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, stand by. Oh, Earthcraft Custom. Let me make sure that's what I have here. I hope he's worth it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Instagram. Yeah, that's a little too wild for me.
Oh, yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
Let me.
Honestly, I'm still as far as like shapes that I like in the guitar. The V is the most crazy shape for me that I'll go, but I'm still pretty traditional. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's a little wild. That looks like something Sammy would play.
Yeah, there's a lot of points, man. You could put an eye out with this.
Yeah.
Woo! Look at that guy.
That one's pretty interesting.
Yeah. He does good work. I like this.
Yeah. Huh.
Where's your guitar?
Mine?
No, Shredboard. Oh, his is on the table. That's funny. I didn't. All right, this guy here. I mean, there's. Okay, that one's on a bed. That's not on a table.
Maple top, he said.
Mine is the maple top. All right, there's one on the deck. This guy here. I'll keep going like this one, this one, this one. Oh, there you go. Ah, shit, I'm not signed in. I'm signed in on my computer upstairs. Looks like he does good stuff, man. Nice guitars.
Yeah.
How long did it take to do your build? Oh, top middle. That's not on a table. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's a picnic table. That's a deck. I'm sitting here going, come on, man. I mean, maybe it's a table. That's a nice guitar. His was in the top middle. Winnie, pointy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. How long's
Mr. Shaitan? V's had the best balance. I agree.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Ta-da. All right, and then Shredward said it's inspired by the ESP FX shape. What's his build time? How long did it take him? Yeah, it's nice guitars. All right, let me look at my list here. Oh, next subject. Where are we at? 50 minutes. We got a couple more minutes.
45
Took about
months.
4 or 5 months. Yeah. See, people don't realize how long it takes to make, I mean, especially a acoustic, but
Mhm.
people don't realize how much work and time and effort goes into these builds for the cost.
Yeah, 45 months, that's not too bad, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how busy the guy is too. I know like ESP, it's like re depends on USA and Japan. I think USA they got a little bit longer wait. I could be wrong. Japan, 2 to 3 years, you know.
So, 75th anniversary, and anybody watches a lot of guitar stuff, you've probably already seen these a million times, because they got released last week. So I mean, I don't this one is interesting. Let me see. There you go. The thing that I complain about is sometimes when I click on them, they open up in a different, window, and then you all can't see it. So,
Mhm.
yeah, this is kind of a modern take on a Telecaster, right?
Yeah, it is. And is that an ebony board? It looks very dark.
Well, probably is.
I'm
Yeah,
curious.
and if I'm not
Ebony
mistaken,
board
if I
on our
remember, yeah, and I think it's compound radius too, I think.
wow.
Yeah, it is 1014. Yep.
Hmm.
S1 switching, um, alder body, quarter sawn maple.
Oh, so it's an
Um,
Ultra 2 series guitar. So,
yeah, I'll tell. Oh, and you can see the price, $3,000.
yeah.
So it's the price of a custom shop right now.
I mean, you're also probably paying that paint job too, you know.
Yeah, the paint job is pretty interesting where it looks gold and green. They
Mhm.
did a good job on it. So upgraded hardware, pickups, of course. I don't and we talked a little bit before we started. I don't know how I feel about like, I'm kind of a traditionalist. So when I think of Telecaster, I think like big block of wood and like the ashtray can bridge and
Yeah.
um I know the individual saddles are better for adjustments and
Yeah.
intonation. Um I
See, I
don't
like
know,
those
man.
I like those that bridge on there. I like those,
Yeah.
easier on the hand than the other ones, you know? Mm.
I would definitely have one of these. No, I think yeah, it is. I see now it is ebony fingerboard.
Mm.
Uh, let's see. Fingerboard can be stained to look like ebony. Yeah.
You know, all
Yep.
you gotta do is take a little, paper to it, and you'll find out real quick.
Uh-huh. My old 70s guitar that I had when I was growing up, it's a stained. Both guitars, the electric and the acoustic were stained. So there's that guy. We have a sparkly guy over here. What do you think? Well,
Yeah,
and
it's okay.
I think Trogley did this one. I think he had this and did a review of it. Man, that is a heavy flake.
Yeah.
But
You know,
that's not bad.
I don't know, Telly, I would go with the traditional just wood. Yeah, there you go. That was that
He said Black
right
Magic
there.
Parker.
Yeah, that one right there.
Which one?
The,
Here?
traditional wood, uh,
Butterscotch or this guy?
is that butterscotch? Is that what you is that
That's
what
what
you
I would
call
call it. It
it? Yeah,
almost
that
looks like a
yeah,
butterscotch
I'll
blossom.
I'll go with that one. And the neck too, maple neck.
Yeah.
I love
I
maple
just
neck.
I don't know why. I just kind of wish it had the original or that tray kind of bridge system in it. I don't know
But, you know,
why.
but I'll take the bridge on that Ultra. You put that on there?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's not bad. So that's their 75th anniversary. And then, we get into this
I like
that
that one right there. That's sharp.
that does look sharp. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not always with the gold hardware, but That doesn't look bad.
No, I think it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, you know what? The only thing that would make that suck is if I hate when they put too much finish on the fretboard and they actually spray right over top of the frets. I hate that. It gets too gummy. Yeah, $3,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I mean,
Little
3,000 seems to
body,
be
yeah.
the average price for your
Yeah, this is
top-notch standard series instrument.
you know, and I think right now you could buy a custom shop in that price range. I mean, on the used market, of course,
Used
but
market.
yeah, but I don't know. I think I'd almost go with a decent used
There's
custom shop over these.
definitely a lot of sweet deals out there as far as the used market right now. So
Yeah, man, it's super soft. It's really bad on the used market. Yeah, then we just get into their oh, woo!
hey, you got the
I
oh
I saw one of these. One of these was on the local market here, and the guy was basically like a piece of junk.
yeah.
Oh, we're not even gonna go there. I'm gonna remove this. So let's see. Shredboard. I spent less than that on my custom. Yep. Yeah, you're right. So I mean, it was that PRS I got was just a little bit more than that, and it does way more than that guitar would ever think of doing.
Wow.
My custom shop Strat was a couple $100 more than that.
Mhm.
Nope, not even gonna say his name.
Oh,
You know, I don't know where I saw it, but somebody said, exactly what we said. The hardware and all the stuff is good on that guitar, but the guitar's junk.
yeah.
Headstock on that Strat is illegal in 48 states. Which one?
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see what else we have here. Oh, we jumped ahead on the Gretsch. The last thing this might be super boring for everybody except for me, but so I want to talk about tools, and I think I do more like if anybody's wants to ever hear about geeky stuff like tools and things like that and actual working on guitars. I on the 3 Alarm YouTube, I'm doing more of that because I don't want to just bore everybody to death with a fret rocker like I'm getting ready to do. Oh, he said he's just poking. He said it's atrocious, right? So, I mean, just real quick, I'm going to go over this because I think if anybody out there does any wrenching on their own, this is probably good to know. So you don't do what I do. So, this is the first time I've used a Stewmac fret rocker. I usually get the ones off of Amazon, but the one that I like the most is kind of light, which I like when you're using it on the frets. So you're not dinging them. It's made out of aluminum, but you wear it down after you go over frets a lot. You wear down places on it. So
Mhm.
I think you all probably remember back during Black Friday, I got this one, and I like it a lot. So I recently, if you have a Stewmac, and I'll do a little Stewmac commercial. If you have a Stewmac membership, then they give you some publications and free shipping when you buy things and all that. So, and I use some of their tools, not a lot, but a fair amount. And I like their files a lot. So I didn't renew mine. Mine expired. I guess it was on an old credit card, so it didn't renew. And before I had the chance to renew it, they were like, "Hey, if you spend this, you get your $59 membership, I think it is, for free." So I was like, I've been wanting their Z crowning file. I have a bunch of other crowning files, so I wanted to try that one out. So I got it, which made it, you get your membership for 59, made it a steal. So while I was checking out, I'm that guy at the checkout line that's going to buy some munchies or something at the store. Same way with StewMac. So they said, hey, while you're checking out, if you buy the Fret Kisser, which looks to be the same, it looks like exactly what I just showed you.
Mhm.
You can see it's very thick though.
Yeah.
And it has a, I'll see if you can see it. You can see that section right there is a file. So
Mhm.
what it's meant to do is you use it as a fret rocker, and then if you have a high fret or a piece of a fret, you just file it back and forth or, you know, whichever way you want to. And it's meant to file down that piece of the fret that's high. The problem is, so I got it because that was 50% off. So they said, "Hey, if you buy it now, 50% off." So I got it. I thought it was a good deal. And I tried it out for the first time because I just usually use files or sandpaper or whatever. If I just have a spot on a high fret. So I tried it and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So
Hmm.
I would recommend if anybody does your own wrenching and you were thinking of buying it, it's called the Fret Kisser. And Stewmac's a great company. I'm gonna contact them and I'm gonna let them know that it doesn't work, and I'm sure they're gonna make it right. They do warranty all of their tools, so great company. This just doesn't work. It's a bad design. I don't think that the filing part, if you will, the diamond file part of it is low enough or high enough, however you wanna look at it, to address the high fret. So, it works great as a fret rocker, but, yeah, it wasn't the best. I'm gonna reach out to them, let them know I had the problems with it, but I would say unless they do something, if you do your own wrenching, probably steer clear of this guy. It's called the Fret Kisser by Stewmac. Um, Good idea, and I think there's other variations of it out there by other companies. I haven't tried them. I probably wouldn't have tried this if, they didn't sucker me in on the checkout, like, got me at like a little kid at the checkout line. But yeah, that's my little PSA.
Hmm.
Alex, have you had to refret any of your ESPs?
No. Mm-mm.
No?
No. I don't see that anything like that in the near future for a
Yeah.
while. Hopefully
Your
not.
new ones have stainless steel, right? Have
The
you?
newest ones, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't own a LTDs. Three LTDs I have stainless steel frets, but I don't have any ESPs. Japanese.
Yeah.
Still, at least I don't. No, I don't think so. No,
But
because mine are.
your Maverick isn't even hammered that bad, right?
No, surprisingly. I even asked you that. I said, "What do you think about these frets?" And you were like, "Oh, they're pretty good." You know?
If you remember the absolute first time we met, we stood in that doorway right there, and you asked me if I did refrets because you wanted to get a refret on it.
Yeah, I was thinking
Mm.
about doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I I play it every day now, so it's a guitar
yeah,
I play the most. And
yeah,
but yeah, it's not like it's gonna go on tour again. So
right,
stay
right.
home. So
Yeah, alright, so we've gone hour and 3, like, everybody's probably gotta get back to work. If you're in Europe, it's nighttime,
yeah.
so you're good, but everybody on our side of the world, your boss is gonna come hunt you down if you don't get back to work here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, thanks for screwing off with us.
Yeah, yeah. We will
Yeah,
be back on maybe Monday, maybe.
yeah, next week may be a different day, maybe
Yeah.
Monday, but we'll send something out ahead of time.
Mhm. Yep.
Alright, everybody, like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night or good day.